Welcome everyone, broadcasting live from Footscray City College. You're listening to Footscray Live. My name is Arav, and with me I have Marley, Archie and Carter. This is the library show, and our special guests today are Dan and Meg, who are both librarians at Footscray City College. Welcome to the show, Dan and Meg.
Thanks, Arav.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do at Footscray City College?
Well, so I'm Dan. I'm the manager of the library here at Footscray City. I basically manage the library, which is pretty self-explanatory. So it's my job to kind of make sure everything runs smoothly. We've got an awesome team of myself, Meg, Emma Pollock, Lorenza Jarrett, and Emma Crampton also helps out. And we all work together to make sure that we've got heaps of awesome books and resources for you guys to use. We help teachers we support the curriculum. We help teachers find all the materials they need for the classes that they're doing. So yeah, that's
what you do. I'm Meg. I'm an audiovisual technician. I manage the ClickView digital video library. So I curate videos from free-to-air TV and Foxtel for you guys to watch in class. And I catalogue all the books as well as helping out on the circulation desk.
I'm Archie. For the strangers out there that don't know what ClickView is, what's ClickView?
So ClickView is, as I said, it's a digital video library. It's something that everyone in the school has access to. So, for example, if your science teacher wants to teach you something about DNA, we've got programs there to help support that you guys can watch in class, or you can be set as homework.
It's like Netflix, but educational.
Yeah.
And we kind of can curate it, and Meg does an amazing job of putting all the stuff together.
There's plenty of movies there too, guys.
Yeah. But you can actually go on. You don't have to use it for class only. You can actually log in yourselves and watch videos, and there's educational stuff. But we also get stuff off TV. So there's heaps of cool movies that you can just watch at home.
Cool.
Put them on. If you can't find anything good on, you can always use ClickView as a backup.
I think I've got all the Avengers movies.
You do?
Yeah. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And nearly all Pixar and Disney.
Yeah, that's because of you, I think.
What's the best part about the library at Footscray City College?
The best part? That's a hard question to answer. The library, it's such a weird job. We do so many different things. For example, like at the moment, I've been heavily sort of involved in even the radio station. Like we all kind of get involved in lots of different things that happen around the school. So people often have this misconception about libraries and librarians that it's all just about books, or that it's all just about sort of one. We sit there and we tell people to be quiet and we don't let you eat your lunch, and there's all these stereotypes about it, but it's changed quite a lot. So there's a lot of, we're interested in student welfare. We're interested in, creating a safe space for kids.
And a fun space too.
And a fun space, yeah. It's all about engagement and community and just creating some extra stuff, all that sort of support stuff.
So if there was one thing you could do to change the library in any way, what would it be?
Oh, there's always room for improvement. Like there's things we do really well, and then there's other parts that we could probably improve on. You're putting me on the spot now.
I can jump in.
Yeah,
I would, those blue chairs where we have our reading area, I would get some really cool funky couches in there.
Our furniture is
I like the wiggly
great.
couches. I don't know if you guys have seen those. They're sort of weird shapes, and you can put them in any configuration. I'd love some of those. Yeah.
The people who fund the school, if you're listening, the library could use some extra money to get new furniture. Thanks very much.
How will the library impact the Gilmore campus that's turning into Footscray High School next year?
There is a library at Gilmore, so there's already a library there, which is fantastic. It's run by Hung, who's an amazing librarian. He's been there for, I think, 15 years or something as well. So he's got a lot of experience and he's been doing a great job there. So we're basically just going to becoming one school. So the two campuses of the one college, and our library will do the same thing. We'll be one united library, hopefully with one collection and database that everyone can share. and we'll just be running from 2 different campuses. So hopefully it'll just be
Fairly seamless, hopefully.
Yeah.
So this is Carter here.
Hey, Carter.
What are both of your favourite books?
I don't think
It's hard to pin down one, isn't
choose
it?
one book. No.
If I could pick one, so it's actually one I studied in school called The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, and I have read that book I don't know how many times. It's one of those ones, especially through my teenage years, it just, whenever I was stuck, with the way I was feeling or with, I didn't have something else to read, I would go back to that one. So, yeah, definitely a favourite.
Yes, I like sort of old classic sci-fi stuff. So I'm a big fan of 1984, George Orwell, and Ray Bradbury, Fahrenheit 451. There's a guy called I've forgotten his name. He wrote Rosemary's Baby and I've forgotten it now. Anyway. He's an American writer. A lot of his books have been turned into films, but he writes some amazing kind of easy-to-read, thrillery science fiction stuff. That's Rosemary's Baby, The Stepford Wives. Ira 11, thank you.
Yeah.
See, librarians, we can just get the information straight away.
We have Google Foo, yeah.
Yeah.
So to everyone who's just tuned in, you're listening to The Librarian Show on Footscray Live, and our special guests are Meg and Dan, who are both librarians at Footscray City College. So, what type of genre of books do you both read?
I'm very big into fantasy and sci-fi, probably more fantasy, high fantasy, where the world is created from scratch. Although, that being said, I do like modern...
More of like the unrealistic, like...
Yeah, Tolkien, things like that, where the entire world has been created.
Creativity.
Yeah. And crime. I love reading crime. And my guilty pleasure would be romance. But, yeah. If you can combine that with any of the other genres there, that's great. Yeah.
I like sci-fi, but I also like funny books, so stuff with a bit of quirky comedy. And I like books that are kind of set in reality, but they're twisted or quirky, and thrillers. Also stuff that's got a bit of action, and it's got to keep you reading and turning the pages.
Hey, Meg.
Yeah?
What's the oldest book in the library?
Oh, man, I don't even know. Would you know, Dan? I've only been working here 2 years, so...
I know, that's why I asked you.
I don't know. We've got...
some of those history books would probably be in there.
Yeah, we do keep quite a lot of... We've got a lot of books on local history, so there's heaps of... We keep... Because we are supposed to get rid of books if they become old or irrelevant, or, if they're...
Information's out of date.
If the information's out of date, but also if they're... the condition is not great. But one of the kind of rules is that we will always keep local history books because they're hard to replace and it's about our area. So we've got heaps of books about the history of Footscray and Maribyrnong and this area, which is great. So, yeah.
And do you have any count of how many books are in the library?
I could have brought that info in if I was more prepared, but
Meg's getting it now.
I was going to say, we'll access it. App, tell me.
It might not.
It probably won't.
It could.
Thousands.
I would say at least 10.
Tens of thousands. I reckon we've got
20?
about 7,000 fiction. Like if we're talking about print books, I reckon there's about 7,000 or 8,000 print books. That's in fiction, and then non-fiction maybe 4,000 or 5,000. But I'm just guessing. I need my computer to tell you the answer to that. But we also have heaps of online stuff. It's not just print. It's not just physical books. We've got heaps of databases and
We've
ebooks.
got the ebooks, yeah.
Yeah, ebooks and audiobooks, which we're about to go into the summer holidays. So if people want to read stuff and the library's closed, you can always access our Wheelers
e-platform. There's an app?
Yeah, just go to the library website and you can log in and borrow some books for the holidays. Yeah.
So how do you manage all of the books? Like, there's thousands.
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's a team effort, but we have to figure out which books we want to buy, and we also only have a limited amount of space. So we have to make sure that that's what I was talking about before about getting rid of books. So we have to get rid of the books that we no longer think are relevant. So it's all about relevance to what is being taught in the curriculum, but also what we think you guys are going to be interested in. We have online requests, so kids can select books that they want to read as well. So it's just a matter of, we get them in, and then Meg's job is cataloguing, which is...
So I put all the data in the cataloguing system, so when you guys search for a book, you can find it.
Cool.
Yeah.
When the books are out of date, what do you do with them?
Well, we have to take them off our system so that you guys don't search for them and they're not there.
Where do they go?
Where do they go? Various places.
We write them off. So sometimes we donate them to charities if they're suitable, but if they're not suitable, we might recycle them. What we have done in the past, have you guys seen seen our library desk?
Yeah.
It's actually made of books.
Yeah.
The front of it. We went through. We did quite a big weed a little while ago.
It's called weeding when you get rid of books.
Yeah, weeding.
Like in a garden.
I didn't go to the toilet by accident. No, when we weeded heavily last time, we built a desk out of recycled timber as well that came from the
walkway out there.
The walkway out the front when they knocked that down.
So most of the weeds are.
We used the timber from that to build our desk, and then we lined it with books. So you can actually go and take those old books out and read them if you want. They're not stuck in there. We didn't destroy any books to make the desk, but we try to reuse them as much as we
But
can.
don't break the desk.
It won't. No, it won't fall down.
Okay.
And some of the books that we've weeded have gone into the English classrooms. There's little bookshelves in there that have been put into.
We've also sent some to. I've sent some to Africa and to the Philippines as well with various charities. So they don't. We don't. Yeah, I try not. We try not to throw them in the bin or anything. If they're suitable and someone else can use them. Yeah.
I've also seen some of the books that are out of date on display, and I've actually last year to free to take.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We offer them to students sometimes. Yeah.
Really good.
Did you pick up any good ones, Marley?
Where do you get them?
I took an essay about a polar bear on ecstasy.
Really?
Quite
Why?
an interesting read.
Yeah.
Okay, that one must have slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
So that brings our show to an end. Thank you for joining us, Meg and Dan. That was Meg and Dan, who are both librarians at Footscray City College.
Thanks, Arav.
My name is Arav, and I'd like to thank my panel members, Marley, Archie, and Carter.
No worries.
This has been the Librarian Show
No
on
worries, Dan.
Footscray Live.
Anytime.